My name is Casboy. Let me address this issue very quickly. Of course, you know Abulrasheed Maina, the former chairman of the defunct pension reform tax team, the people in charge of pension reform to help retired people earn their pension and enjoy. But unfortunately, this man got involved in eating people's pension to the tune of 2 billion naira and more, you know, and then he was sentenced to prison, 8 years in prison. But that's not my issue. My issue now is some of the things that happened in court after that judgment. One is the fact that the man came out smiling. How can you be smiling after that kind of judgment? Waving at people. I tell you, so no remorse now. That's what you're saying. This is a concomitant deplorability in the ameliorative impetus of this particular Homo sapien. Why they smile? Are you rejoicing? I don't understand. Now, okay, look at this one. Coming to remind him of the money he promised him. So it's the day they sentenced him in prison that you know you will come and remind him of the money. Oh, Nigerians, why are we like this? These are the schizophrenic attitudes that define the octagonal malleability of our parochiality as a people. And then see this prison officer carrying him on his shoulder, and you may be wondering why. It's very simple. You know, he's going to be with them for the next 8 years. They know his ability. They know it is when you give somebody your shoulder to lean on today, the person will give you his shoulder to lean on tomorrow. So that's what this officer is doing. Is wisdom. That's the piosmoteus equitability of his ingenuity. And then the main issue now is that the EFCC and the Nigerian prisons were arguing over who will take him to their place.
Don't do your firearm. Don't do your firearm. Don't do your firearm. Do not do your firearm.
What an anthroposomic augmentation of a debilitating accentuation. And then in the course of the argument, somebody asked a very important question.
With what are they going to use to keep him there?
What are they going to use to keep him there? Is it today we be doing his job?
Now, it's very important. But you see, I believe Nigerian prison have the answer to that question, because recently the amount of feeding inmates was just increased from 400 naira to 1,000 naira. So the Nigerian prison has the capacity to do that. That's why they are dragging him. These are things we should be putting into consideration. It is called the amplifiable electromagnetic equitable transparency in the deplorability of jurisprudence. It's very straightforward. On the issue of who should take him into their custody, it's very simple. EFCC is just a new organization. EFCC was created in 2003, so they are just 16 years, while the Nigerian prison has been there since 1861, making them 160 years. EFCC does not have pensioners yet, so they don't have victims of this man's wickedness. You know, but the prison that have been there for more than 160 years, they have produced many pensioners that may have died because of the ineptitude and gross clandestine deplorability of this man's aggregational malevolence. This whole inconsequential belligerence is both lividating and disparaging to the renal morphology. Let me break it down so you can understand what I'm saying. I am implying that the introspective exasperation of this emancipative converse predates the unobligatory merchandising involved in remunerating the delinquent annuity of these venerable superannuitants. Do you understand me at all?